You know that feeling when Apple does something bold, but also kinda risky? Yeah, that's exactly where we're heading. The iPhone 17 Air is about to shake up Apple's entire iPhone lineup, and not just with looks. It's slimmer than ever, possibly thinner than your wallet, and it might just replace a full-size model in the lineup. But here's the twist: with that extreme thinness comes some trade-offs Apple fans might not be ready for. Welcome back, viewers. James here. If you love tech that surprises, leaks that stir the pot, and honest takes with zero fluff, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive right in. So, imagine an iPhone so thin, it almost disappears in your pocket. We're talking 5.4 mm thin, yes, thinner than an Apple Pencil. That's the rumored thickness of the iPhone 17 Air, which Apple might be positioning as the spiritual successor to the now retired Plus model. But wait, thinner doesn't always mean better, right? Well, maybe. Let's break it down. First off, the display. Apple might finally give the Air something fans have begged for, a buttery smooth 120Hz promotion screen. If this happens, it'll be the first time a non-Pro model gets that ultra-fluid experience, and if not 120Hz, then at least the 90Hz bump would be a breath of fresh air, because in 2025, even 300 phones are ditching 60Hz panels, so if Apple pulls this off, the Air could feel like a Pro model in disguise, especially when scrolling or gaming. Now, here's where things get dicey. The battery suggests a 2800 mAh battery, and let's be real, that's not huge, especially when most phones are pushing 4500 mAh or more. So how's Apple going to make this work? There's a whisper going around about silicon carbon battery tech, denser, more efficient, and perfect for a phone that's basically on a diet. If Apple pulls that off, we could see a super thin phone that still lasts all day. Fingers crossed. But here's something that might surprise you. The iPhone 17 Air could ship with just one rear camera. And before you panic, this might not be a bad thing. Think about it. What if Apple simply gives us the same main sensor from the iPhone 17 Pro, no extra gimmicks? Just one killer lens that nails every shot. That's what Samsung did recently with their Edge model, and it worked. In a world obsessed with camera counts, Apple going on and done could actually be a bold flex. Now let's talk materials. There's talk that the Air might feature a titanium frame, and strangely enough, that might not be coming to the Pro models this year. Weird, right? But it makes sense. Titanium is light, crazy, strong, and perfect for a thin phone. Apple knows this. They used it in the 15 Pro Max and loved the strength-to-weight ratio. So if the Air is getting slimmer, titanium could be the secret weapon that keeps it durable without adding grams. But what good is all this if it's priced into the stratosphere? That's the iPhone 16 Plus started around $80.99, so if Apple can slide the Air in at $799 over the $80.49, that's a win. Not pro-level pricing, but packed with just enough punch to tempt everyday users. It could even become the iPhone most people want: clean, light, premium feeling, and not ridiculously expensive. So, what do we end up with? A thinner than ever iPhone, possibly with a high refresh display, strong titanium frame, one powerful camera, and maybe even futuristic battery tech, all wrapped up in a minimalist design that turns heads. Sounds too good to be true, maybe. But that's what makes this launch so exciting. Apple is clearly experimenting again, and the Air could be their boldest move in years. But now I'm turning it over to you. Would you trade a second camera or a bigger battery for ultra-thin design? And how much would you pay for the iPhone 17 Air? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading every single one. And make sure you're subscribed, because we've got tons more iPhone 17 leaks, comparisons,